Everybody, I'm Danny Jack. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about what I do when someone gets in touch about their wedding photography. If you're a wedding photographer like me, chances are you will often get leads through your website or through Facebook or through Instagram or anything like that of people asking about your wedding photography prices, about how you work, about your availability. In this video though, I'm going to be talking about how I take those leads and get them onto the phone as quickly as possible so that we can turn them into clients. I think this is an important but often overlooked part of the entire client journey of taking them from initial lead to shooting their wedding. And in this stage, when someone first gets in touch with you, there's a lot of opportunity to show them that you're the right wedding photographer for them. So in this video, I'm going to go through every single step of what I do. So from when they first get in touch on my website by filling out a lead form, right into the point where I get them on a phone call, whether that be over Zoom or Skype or meeting up in person. Before I get into it though, if you find this stuff helpful, press the like button down below. It really means a lot. Okay, so let's start from the point when they first fill in that lead form. So on my website, there is a lead form on there that has their names, it has their email and their telephone number. It also asks them when their wedding date is. It also asks them where their wedding venue is. And then there's a little box of where they can fill in information about what they're looking for in their wedding photography, or if they can tell me a bit more about their day. They can kind of fill it up with whatever they would like. So when they fill in this lead form, I will get an email sent straight to my inbox. I manage my leads through a piece of software called Studio Ninja. It's a great content management system built for photographers. It's where I host my contracts, my questionnaires, my client info, basically anything to do with the wedding itself. So when they fill in the lead form, I get an email. It shows me when the wedding date is and where the wedding is, and then I can send them an email back. It's important to me that I don't leave this too long. I don't want to reply straight away, but I try and email maybe about 3 or 4 hours after they get in touch. Now, in the email, there's a few things. First of all, obviously, I will confirm that I'm available for their wedding date if I am. I will send them a brochure. In the brochure, it has all of my pricing, a bit more information about how I work, a few more pictures and that kind of stuff. So my brochure is made using Adobe Spark. If you have Adobe, if you have Photoshop or Lightroom or whatever, then you'll be able to access Adobe Spark totally for free. It's a really easy way to make kind of like a PDF, like an online PDF, where you can kind of put in your pictures, put in some pricing information, and instead of sending them something which they have to download, it's just a web page, they can visit it there, and it's very easy for them to have a look at all of your pricing and all that good stuff. I make sure that every single brochure I send out is also personalised to the couple, so it has their names in there as well. And in the email, there will also be a Calendly link. This link allows them to book in a one-to-one appointment with me, whether that be over Zoom or Skype, or whether it be in person. Calendly is great because it lets me set up parameters for appointments where people can go in and basically see when I'm available to have a chat, click on a date which suits them or a time which suits them, and then it's really easy. They get sent a Zoom link if they're going over Zoom, or a Skype link, and then I'm ready to have a chat. It goes in their calendar, it goes in mine. It's way better than going back and forth and being like, are you free on Friday at 6:30 or whatever, and trying to figure out dates. Try and make the process as streamlined as possible. I find trying to get people on a call or a Zoom chat as quickly as possible will definitely increase my chance of turning them into a booking further down the line. Also, it's really important when I send this email back to my client that it's not just like a templated email. Okay, there's a few things in there which, are quite templated, but I make sure that I pick up on any personal details which apply to that couple, whether that be the venue they're getting married at or things they've mentioned in the message. Make sure that I hone in on those personal things just so that it doesn't feel like it's just a robot messaging them back, because, it's not, it's me. I want to make sure that they have all the information they need, but they don't feel like they're being treated just like everyone else. If, for example, you've already shot at the wedding venue they're inquiring for, you could send them maybe a blog post related to that wedding venue, like, look, I shot here before, these are the images I got from it, that kind of stuff. If they mention a certain thing about your photography that they enjoy, you can send them maybe a few pictures or a blog post that relates to that as well. Once that's done, I will also send them a video message on WhatsApp. So this is a step I think other photographers don't do as much as they should. Normally they'll just send an email and leave it at that. The problem with that is if they're messaging maybe 10 different wedding photographers at a time to ask for their availability and their pricing, if you just send an email which is similar to everyone else's, then you're not really going to stand out. I find that if you send something a little bit extra, a little bit different, and a little bit personal, then you're more likely to remember it and you're more likely to get them on that call. So video message I send over on WhatsApp. I used to use Bonjoro, but I found you could just literally just send a video message using WhatsApp, and it's way easier. Everyone has WhatsApp, so yeah, it just works really, really well. It's a very, very quick video message. I'm just going to show you a really quick example of how I do it. Obviously, I'm not going to mention a couple's names. This is just like a template version, but you get the idea. So it'll be something like this. Hey guys, it's Danny Jack, the Wedding Photography here. Just wanted to say thank you so much for getting in touch about your wedding date. I'm pleased to say that I'm free. I've sent you an email. It's got a brochure in there. It's got all of the pricing, all of that stuff you need. And it's got a link to where you can book an appointment with me as well. We can have a chat. But just wanted to send a very quick video message as well, just so that you can kind of put a face to the name. So this is my beardy lockdown face. But yeah, once you've had a chance to have a look at the email, then it'd be really great to have a chat with you guys. We can talk over Zoom, or we can talk over WhatsApp, or whatever works for you guys, just to find out about your big day and what you're looking for in your wedding photography. Once again, thank you so much, and look forward to hearing from you soon. See you later. Bye. So yeah, something like that, just really simple. I will pick up on some details again of anything they mentioned, maybe the venue or what they're looking for in a photography, or just anything they mention in the message as well. I actually find since I've been doing this, people have been more likely to get back to me on WhatsApp rather than email. I find that when people finish work or whatever, they don't want to be checking their emails, but they're quite like to be checking WhatsApp. They're quite happy to have a conversation while they're sat in front of the TV or whatever. So I find this is an easier way to look after my clients. And just like everything in my client journey, I try to make it as easy and pain-free for them as possible. So with these two things out of the way, hopefully they'll get back in touch, and hopefully they'll arrange a call with me using the Calendly link, or just message me on WhatsApp when they're free to have a chat and we can set something up. If they don't, that's totally cool. I will send a couple of follow-ups though, just to make sure that nothing's been slipped through the net. Maybe someone's too busy, maybe they just haven't seen your email. It's really easy to do, so I just follow up with them just to make sure that maybe they still want to have a chat. I'll probably just like a week or 10 days after they first get in touch, just be like, oh, hey, I sent you an email last week. If you still want to chat, I'll send that Calendly link again and they can book in. If not, that's totally cool. And then finally, if they don't get in touch, maybe a couple of weeks after that, I'll send them one final email, just in case they weren't really thinking about wedding photography at the time, and actually now they're in a place where they can be looking at it, just to be like, if you still want to have a chat, I'd still love to be a wedding photographer, and send them that link again. And if they don't reply at that point, then probably they're never going to reply, which is totally fine. I leave it there and I'll just archive that lead. So that is my process of what I do when someone first gets in touch about their wedding photography. Like I say, my kind of goal here is to just get them on a call as quickly as possible. I find that once I can start chatting with them, it's a lot more of a human experience. It's a lot less looking at pricing and comparing other photographers. And if we can get some sort of connection going on, then I find that I'm much more likely to book. I find that if I can get people to that call stage, as long as I'm the right photographer for them, the chances of booking are pretty likely at that point. They just want to know that they can feel comfortable around you. They want to know that you're just like a normal person. And yeah, and just have a chat and just make sure that you can get along. I will be making a video at some point about how I go through that process as well, and how I do the client calls and all that kind of thing, and make it like a nice seamless process. There's not much planning to it. It's just having a conversation, just listening to what they're after, and they will generally decide if they want to book. Okay, that's it. That's the whole video. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more videos about wedding photography, but also things like productivity and business and marketing for photographers as well, press subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.